Hello again. Today is Saturday, July 4th, 2026. It's almost 10 o'clock at night and I've been working on this a fair part of the day, since midday. Here in Agro, Oklahoma, Curtis Herman, and I'm working on the control box from CandCNC for my oldest red plasma table. And a few weeks ago, it was working great. We lost the y-axis, and the y-axis consists of a Y and an A motor that are slaved together. The A motor was still working just fine, and the y-axis was just coasting. It would still move, but it was being dragged along. And so these drivers are the stepper drivers. This one drives the x-axis, so the gantry across the table. These two, the green one here and this one on the end, this is the y-axis and this is the a-axis. They're slaved together and they work together. One on each side of the table drives the length of the table. And this one drives the z-axis. And so this one was the one that tested bad. And we started off, we made the assumption that the driver was bad. We did a little bit of switching around and came up with it. It wasn't the motor, it wasn't the wire. So I ordered a new Gecko drive, and this green one is a Gecko G210X, and these red ones are Gecko G201X. I don't know if it was sent to me by mistake or what, but I ordered this direct from Marissa at Gecko, and I got the 210X. Now the 210X is just a more advanced version of the 201. Has some different stepping options, but it does have the capability to mimic the 201. I checked with Gecko just to make for sure, but everything's good. So I've got this one installed. Samuel installed this one last week sometime, and it did not work. He put the new drive in, and it didn't work. We went through some rigmarole. And so what we got to suspecting was the power supply that supplies the voltage to these things to run. That's down in the bottom, right? So there's the toroidal transformer right there. Down underneath there is the UACM, the universal AC module. Then the 115 volt, 120 volt comes into the UACM. It leaves there and goes to the toroidal transformer, and then it comes out of there at a reduced voltage and goes into a board that is down under there, and it's called the UDCM, the universal DC module. And we found some burnt resistors on that guy. Right over here, the original one is, and you can see right there on the end, there is some burnt resistors. There's a little bit of a heat signature against that fuse block. You can see the burned off covering on the resistors. They're not totally toast, and then you can see the heat marks on the board itself. And so I ordered a new one, and I got that new one in yesterday, July 3rd. And so I took everything apart on this. I cleaned it out, cleaned everything up, blew it out. I found out that the fan was bad, the cooling fan. And it's just toast. There's the coils in it. You can see that they're not bright coppery colored anymore. And it was bad. I have ordered an exact fan. I did have this fan, which I stole out of an old compact computer. It's the same physical size, same voltage. Well, I said same physical size. It's the same dimensions square, but it's a little fatter. It wouldn't fit on the inside, so I have temporarily mounted on the outside until the new ones get here next week. And this is the 5th video that I have made today. I've made several as I have put it together, and I'm making this for my own purposes because, well, the next time it breaks down, I will forget some of the things. Also for Samuel. Samuel might be working on it, or somebody else, and I will share this with them. So I have gone through several iterations of getting everything back right. It's all hooked up. I've turned it on. I've checked voltages as I've went. The voltages are there. I did speculate that maybe my Gecko G201X was not bad originally, since the UDCM was bad. John at CandCNC agreed there's a good chance of it, so I tried the old one, and when I did it, there's a green LED that comes on down there when you power them up. All three of them was coming up, but this one would not. I did some iterations of moving things around to rule out the easy plug stepper board, and it's good. Put the Gecko G210 on there, and it's lighting up. So all my cables are back in, everything's good. And I obviously don't have the motors hooked up. They plug up on the outside, that's easy. I've got limit switches and things to plug up right along here, but other than that, everything is back together. And it's Saturday night, 4th of July, and just got through storming. And I'm not gonna go put that on tonight. I may put it on tomorrow afternoon and test it. I do need to get that plasma table back up and running. I've got several jobs waiting on it, but here we have it. So this is video 5 from today, and it's all done. This unit, I've had it since November of 2015. So it's had, give us a lot of good service. In 2021, this Gecko drive went out and I replaced it. That was for the A drive. And I also replaced this easy plug stepper board, but I sent my old one back to CandCNC. They tested it, there was nothing wrong with it, so I have that as a spare. And well, here we are.